We got a really exciting one for you guys today. We got to meet Janey, one of our local community members here in Davis.
This is a good one.
She's a YouTuber that focuses on all things gardening.
She was super awesome. Had us come by there, got to hear some of her story, and she even gave us some tips for gardening in Northern California and in Davis. So stick around and hope you enjoy our conversation with Janey.
Check it out.
Hi everyone, my name is Janey. I am a content creator here in Davis. I have a gardening channel on YouTube called DigPlantWaterRepeat. Welcome to my garden. So I started gardening back in 2020 when the pandemic started, and I was in healthcare, and the reason why I found myself gardening was to escape the stresses that I had in that job. I found that gardening was something that was so good for my mental health, so good for my physical health, and it just became an escape and a saving grace and an obsession for me. So one of my favorite parts of gardening is seeing the plants grow. It forces you to be mindful with what you're doing. It forces you to be patient because you can't choose the timing. You have to let Mother Nature choose the timing. One of the best things about gardening is when you plant your plant, you finish your job, and you come back a couple weeks later and see all the flowers that have bloomed, all the foliage, and you can see what Mother Nature has done for you. To me, it's one of the secret, most wonderful things about gardening is having patience, waiting, and then getting the payoff a couple weeks later. So in my humble opinion, I think Davis is one of the best gardening regions in the country. We are in Zone 9B. We have hot, dry heat, and our plants absolutely love it. One of the best things is that our gardening season is up to 9 months long. So all of the flowers, all of the plants have a very, very long time to grow, and we, as gardeners, get to benefit from that. Also here in Davis, it is a huge agriculture gardening community. We're so close to UC Davis. We're so close to the Arboretum. We're so close to so many plantsmen and plantswomen. It's such a fun place to live as a gardener. So one of my favorite plants to grow here in our climate is a special type of salvia. It's called Mystic Spires Blue Salvia. You can find it at the local garden centers, but this plant is the most beautiful plant you've ever laid your eyes on. It has beautiful purple stems. The bees, the butterflies love it, and the climate here in Davis is perfect for Mystic Spires Blue Salvia. One of my goals as a content creator for gardening is to encourage everybody to get their hands in the soil and plant something. And it doesn't matter how much space you have or how much knowledge you have. So even if you're a student, you're living in the dorm, you can go get a pot, put some soil in it, and grow some vegetables, or grow some plants, or start some seeds, or even houseplants. Whatever it is, get started. You can have a little pot, and that still can give you the benefits of gardening. So a little secret for those of you who live here in Davis, it's probably not the best kept secret, but we have one of the best arboretums, and I want to encourage all of you to go and visit the UC Davis Arboretum. There is a installation there called Nature's Gallery, and what it is it's this wall of tiles, of pottery, made to resemble plants and insects that are local to us, that thrive here, that do really well. Basically, we call it valley-wise gardening. And when you go and you look at this art installation at the UC Davis Arboretum, it's right by the Ruth Storer Garden. You get chills because you can see our climate, you can see our flora, and you can see our fauna, and you can see it right there, and you can see how wonderful a place that we live in here in Davis. So again, my name is Janey. My gardening YouTube channel, Instagram channel, Facebook page is called DigPlantWaterRepeat. I also have a new podcast. That podcast is 2 days a week, Mondays and Thursdays. We talk all things gardening and we have fun. You can get it from Spotify, you can get it from Apple Podcasts, or anywhere that you get your podcasts.